Get your pitchforks out, friends. Georgia's sharing her opinion on the internet again. This'll be fun. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is an interesting day because I'm doing a video that has been very highly requested for probably about 6 years now. Without a doubt, every time I post a video as a Disney princess or if I'm on live as a princess, the number one question I get asked all the time is, Georgia, who is your favourite Disney princess? I've answered it many times, but today we're going to go through all of them. Today I'm going to do my rankings of the Disney princesses, their films, and their songs. This is going to be very interesting. Quick disclaimer before we get started. Obviously, everyone's going to have a different opinion. I have got a lot of hate in the past for sharing my opinions of the Disney princesses, so please be nice to me in the comments. If everyone had the same opinion, the world would be a very boring place. And if I put your favourite princess as last, or I say that I don't like their character or their film, it doesn't mean I hate them. It doesn't mean I hate you. It purely is just my opinion and it just doesn't vibe with me. But if it vibes with you, amazing. Again, if everyone had the same opinion, the world would be very boring. So I don't hate you if I disagree with your favourites. Okay, so just putting that out there before the pitchforks come out. Now, I am very much not dressed correctly for this. I'm giving Cinderella before she went to the ball. And as much as I love Queen Shania Twain, she isn't quite the Disney princess that I need for this. So I'm going to take my little microphone off of here and we're going to use some magic. Here we go. Are we ready? Bibbity bobbity boo! Much better. This dress and the crown and the wand are giving Glinda for good, but we're going to go with it because why not? I couldn't decide which Disney princess costume to wear, so we're just going to be a generic princess today. Once again, friends, if you like this crown, it is from Sweet V Jewelry, and it's actually from their Disney Princess collection, which is super cute. And if you would like one for yourself, you can head to the link in my bio and use my code GeorgiaCrown for a cheeky little discount. And the dress is from JJ's House. Of course, I'm not affiliated with them, but I love their dresses. So yeah, go and check them out. Now, I have my laptop on the table here that you can't see. I've literally got all my lists of all of my rankings of the Disney princesses. And to keep it fair, we're just sticking with the official Disney princess lineup. So there's no Elsa, no Anna, there's no live action princesses here. Literally just the official lineup according to the Disney princess wiki page that I read. So we're talking Snow White, Cinderella, Aurora, Ariel, Belle, Jasmine, Pocahontas, Mulan, Tiana, Rapunzel, Merida, Moana, and Raya. And that's it. Again, no Elsa and Anna because they're not official Disney princesses. They're not in the official lineup. And any recent princesses that have come out since that that aren't in the official lineup. I think Usher from Wish, she's not an official princess. So... or Mirabelle either. So sorry, they're not involved. But we're going to go with the official lineup. So let's get started. One thing that I wanted to mention in the intro that I didn't was that I have a lot of bias towards some of these princesses because obviously I'm a party princess. I've played these characters on stage, at parties, at events and things. So some characters I've spent more time with. So if I prefer them to another character and I use that as an excuse, there's nothing I can do, really. I'm so sorry. You know, I just have more memories with some princesses than I do with others. And it's going to be in play here because it's my ranking. So just putting that out there. Speaking of ranking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a list labelled 1 to 13 for all of our Disney princess friends so we can keep track of where I'm putting them. So they're going to go right here. We're going with order of princess film release. So we're going to start off with the OG, the one who started it all, Miss Snow White herself. Yeah, Snow White. Let's talk about her. Now, like I said earlier, there is going to be some bias towards Snow White here because she is actually the very first princess I ever played. How crazy is that Snow White was the first princess for me and she is the very first Disney princess out of all of them. And here's the thing about Snowy. When I was younger, did not like her, loved her dress, thought her dress was absolutely beautiful, but as a character, I used to find her incredibly irritating, and I purely think it's because of her voice. I know, it's such an iconic voice, but when I was a kid, it really annoyed me. However, as an adult, playing Snow White, I have learned to completely fall in love with her because she is just so kind and sweet. She's just got pure goodness in her. I mean, the girl's been through so much. Like, I'm sorry, You have an evil stepmother who treats you like a servant. This woman has been after her for her whole life pretty much and treated her so badly, yet she remains so sweet and kind and nurturing to everyone that she meets. Like, she's just the cutest little patootie ever. And also, you know, she whips those dwarfs into shape, you know? She fully is like, you know what? No, you're not getting any dinner until you wash up. And I love that about her. So for my personal ranking, Snowy is going at number 7. Our next princess, Cinderella. Cinderella. Oh my goodness. Again, a very popular princess for me to play on stage. I love playing Cinderella. As a kid, Cinderella was probably my favourite princess. I think she's just gorgeous. Again, very similar to Snow White. She is very kind and nurturing and gentle and very courageous. Obviously, have courage and be kind from the live action. But, like, she just also is incredibly sassy. And I feel like no one kind of, like, clocks that about her. Like, the way she talks at the beginning of her film when she's like, oh, that Clark, Killjoy. You know what I mean? Like, she's a sassy gal. And I love that about her. And, you know, it's not that she just does what her stepmother tells her to do. She's doing it because she feels like she has no choice. And obviously, she's doing what she can to survive. And I just think that she is so gorgeous, so beautiful. Love the dress transformation. It is so iconic. Her ball gown, gorgeous. Obviously, it's supposed to be silver, but Disney princess marketing has turned it blue. But I love her, have always loved her, ever since I was a kid. Love the soundtrack, everything. Cinderella is going at number 2. She is my second favourite princess of all time. Our next princess that we're talking about is Miss Aurora, Miss Sleeping Beauty herself. What an icon. I'm sorry. She is barely in her film, and yet she's the main character. What? Hello? Love her. Sleeping Beauty for me was one of my favourite films to watch when I was younger because it is so beautifully animated. I will get to that later when I'm ranking the Disney Princess films, but as a character, I think Aurora is just so sweet and so gorgeous. Her dress is my favourite dress out of all of the princesses. I love the off-the-shoulder, pointy shoulder, like tight corset, flowy skirt, the fact it's blue and pink, that she has multiple choices. Hello, love that about her. Aurora is one of my gals. I would love to play Aurora more because I feel like, fun story, when I used to audition for the Disney parks, because of my height, I would always be seen for either Elsa or Aurora. And whenever I talk to people and whenever I talk about being a Disney princess, every single person is like, you're Aurora. That's the one you look the most like normally. And I think that's wonderful and such a big compliment. Even someone on YouTube said the other day, they were like, Aurora looks the best on you. And I was like, there's something about being Aurora that I just love. And Miss Aurora is going at number 3 on my list. I love her, even if she says no lines in her film. Still love her. It's time for The Little Mermaid. Yes, it's time for Ariel. Miss Ariel. Listen, here's the thing. Ariel used to really bug me as a kid, but Little Mermaid, great film. Again, we'll get to that later. Ariel as a character, I found her very headstrong as a kid. It used to really annoy me when she would be like, I'm 16 years old, I'm not a child anymore. And it's like, girl, 16. You are 16? You are a child. However, I think she's gorgeous. I think she's beautiful. I love playing her at kids' parties because the thing is that Ariel knows nothing about the human world. So I would just pick up random objects at any kids' party and be like, what is this? And, you know, and kids would tell me what it is and I'd give it a random name and be like, Skull says it's this. And they would be like, no, it's great. I love being Ariel at parties. I love her ball gown. I love her fishtail. Hate walking around in it though. Oh my God. It kills the magic so much. But Ariel, my girl, love her. Also, I used to be really obsessed with The Little Mermaid 2 when I was younger. So, again, I do have a real bias for Ariel, and she is going at number 4 on my list. Well, she really is a funny girl, that Belle. We're going to Belle. Belle, again, very interesting opinion about Belle. Because the thing is, when I was younger, I'm always going to talk about when I was younger because that's when I was introduced to most of these princesses. Belle, for me, I fell in love with her in the Sing Me a Story with Belle TV series. Did anybody watch that? Because whenever I mention it to people, they're like, what on earth are you talking about? It was so good. They had a live action Belle in a library, and different kids would come into the library and she would sing them a story. And I loved it. And I loved her. The actress that played her was absolutely drop dead gorgeous. She was perfect for Belle. It's very rare actually that I get to play Belle at parties. And again, Belle is another one that people are like, that's the one you look the best as for me, which I find really interesting because I don't think yellow suits me very much at all. But anyway, Miss Belle, you are going at number 6 on my list. We're going to Miss Princess Jasmine next. Here we go. This is where the controversy starts. So here's the thing. I have never vibed with Princess Jasmine. I'm really sorry. I know people love her so, so much. I think the thing for me is that she isn't the main character in her story. She is the secondary character, like all the princes are in all the Disney princess films. You know, it is Aladdin's story. It is more about Aladdin and him like falling in love with Princess Jasmine, blah, 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 blah. I haven't seen the live action Aladdin, so I can't comment on that version of Jasmine, but I'm talking about the animated version for this ranking because, you know, the live actions are different. I've just never vibed with her. More headstrong than Ariel, and found her very spoilt when I was a kid. And as I've got older, again, I've never really clicked with her. So unfortunately, Princess Jasmine is going at number 11. I'm so, so sorry. I also don't play her ever on stage or at kids' parties, so I have no real memories with her. Yeah, she's going at number 11. We're moving on to Pocahontas. Again, controversial, but when I was a kid, Pocahontas was one of my favourite princesses. Her long hair, the face, the bone structure, she is beautiful. And I loved the film when I was younger. Again, we'll get onto my opinions on the film later on when we're ranking the films. But as a princess, again, wasn't vibing with her too much. Again, I don't play her at parties or events or anything. It's very rare that I see a Pocahontas at a party or an event, which is a shame because I think as a character, she is fine. She's great. However, again, don't really have any memories with her. Me and my sister used to have a lot of merch of her film. Do you remember those like cups that had the glitter in that when you shake them and it would have like a picture of Pocahontas and, oh, is it Miko? Is it Miko? The little raccoon? I can't even remember. Anyway, Miss Pocahontas, you are going at number 10 on my list of Disney princesses. Let's get down to business. We're going to discuss Mulan next. Oh my goodness. I love Mulan. I think she's hilarious and also so brave, so brilliant. Love her. Absolutely love her. Love her film, love her soundtrack. Again, we're going to get into that later. But Miss Mulan, as a character, she's one bad ass. Love her. Think she's great. Absolutely love her. Costuming, incredible. I love that she has so many options as well. I love when a Disney princess has multiple outfits in a film because more options to love, and I love it. Love all of her outfits. And Mushu as a side character, incredible, iconic. Miss Mulan, you are going at number 8 on my list. And the reason why she's so low and I've been like bigging her up is purely because there are other princesses that I've played at kids' parties and things that I relate to more. So she's going at number 8, but again, we'll discuss your film later. We're moving on to Miss Tiana from The Princess and the Frog. Oh, I love Tiana. Love that film. Oh my God. I think she's brilliant. It is such a shame that she is a frog for most of her film because, again, she has multiple outfit options. She has at least 3, which is great. I think she's hardworking, she's ambitious, she knows what she wants, she sticks to her guns, and I think that's brilliant. And I love her, and I love her friendship with Lottie. I love her relationship with her family. Oh, and her prince, Naveen. Hello, gorgeous. Miss Tiana, you are going at number 5 on my list. Right there. You're in my top 5, Tiana. I love you. We're moving on to Miss Rapunzel. I wonder where she's going to be. Don't pay attention to him. You don't need to look at him. Look at me. Look at me. Yeah, Rapunzel's my girl. I'm sorry. She has been my favourite ever since Tangled came out. I love playing her at parties. I love her costume. Her costume for me is so comfortable and cute and adorable. Even the wig. I will happily wear that wig all day, every day. Rapunzel is my girl. I love her. I relate to her story so much. I won't go into too much detail, but I grew up very sheltered and kind of had to listen to a lot of the adults around me all the time. And, you know, branching out and, you know, finding my Flynn Rider or Eugene Fitzherbert and like getting away from all of that. It's just gorgeous. I love her storyline, love her journey. Tangled, the series as well. I'm sorry, is so good. And the soundtrack on it is chef's kiss. Yeah. Miss Rapunzel, you are my number one. Oh, I love her so much. We're moving into the later princesses now, which is interesting because obviously I don't have any sort of childhood memories with these characters. But we're going to move on to Merida, our Scottish princess from the other studio. Yeah. She's not my favourite, and I have stated that before, and I got a lot of hate when I posted a video saying that Merida is my least favourite princess. However, there are parts of her that I like. I love her costume. I love her hair. Her hair's incredible. And her like ice blue eyes with that hair is beautiful. I have beef with her film. So unfortunately, she doesn't rank very high on this list. I know she's loads of people's favourites and I'm really sorry. Also, she doesn't sing. I love it when a princess sings. Call me old-fashioned. I love when a princess has an I Want song. And Merida, for me, her film isn't a musical. I'm not a big vibey person with the storyline. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Basically, Merida, you're my number 12. You're my number 12. I'm sorry. I also can't do a Scottish accent, so I will never portray Merida because I don't want to embarrass myself on the internet any more than I already have. And let's be real, I've embarrassed myself on the internet a lot. Moana. I really like Moana. I love her film. Again, she came out at 2016, I think was the year that she came out. And I went to go see it in a cinema and I think it is such a visually beautiful film. Like the animation is gorgeous. Love her as a character. It's so funny, isn't it? Because some ambition I like in some princesses and I don't like it in others. But I like her. I like Moana. And Moana is going at number 9 on my list. Simple as. I do like Moana. I think she's really cool. Also, my friend has played her at parties with me. So getting to like interact with a Moana in person is really fun and something I don't get to do often. So I appreciate her. And we only have one spot left. And we have one princess left. Miss Raya and the Last Dragon, I'm so sorry you're last. I've seen the film once. She's kind of nothing new. I've seen her character traits in other princesses before her and after her. I don't really remember her film very much. I don't really remember her. Also, she doesn't sing. There's no songs in her film as far as I'm aware. I'm really sorry, Raya, but you're going at number 13. And there's nothing else really I have to say about that. Sorry. So this is my official ranking of the Disney princesses. We are now going to move on to their films, which is a completely different category. So let's get started. Hi friends. So I'm in a completely different outfit for one reason and one reason only. I yap way too much in this video, so it is now turning into a 3-parter. Yay! Don't worry, I won't make you wait like ages for the next couple of parts. It's going to be now part 1, part 2, part 3. And I'm going to post part 2 very, very soon. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I just yap way too much. So thank you so much for watching my Disney Princess ranking video. I really, really appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next installment. Mwah.